So good to see you. Tell me, you have received my letter?
I did.
Oh, my dear friend, she's bewitched him. Positively bewitched him. I never knew he could be so obstinate, so heartless, and so indifferent towards me. He's changed completely since that woman left her husband.
So, where do things stand?
He intends to marry her at any cost.
And what about her husband?
Apparently, he's agreed to divorce from her.
Is that right?
And Robert is willing to put up with all the sordidness of the divorce court, the vulgarity of the lawyers, evidences of guilt. I can't understand his sensitive nature not being repelled by it.
Oh, darling, he's in love. And when a man is really in love, he sometimes...
In our time, love remains pure and enduring through one's whole lifetime of romantic friendship. That's the kind of love that matters, the kind I understand and value.
Ah, yes, my dear, but this present generation refuses to live on dreams. So, what does Robert plan to do?
He plans to do whatever it takes, naturally. Whew, I shudder to think what will become of him. Of them. Did you know Robert insisted that I call her? I didn't want to, but it was impossible to refuse him. Oh, if only his father was still alive. Anyway, she wasn't at home when I arrived, so I simply left my calling card, and now she's asked to see me today. I'm expecting her any moment now. Oh, I'm doing all this to please Robert, but surely you must know this goes against everything that I believe in. Oh, Prince, will you help me? You realize this visit decides Robert's fate. I must refuse my consent. Oh, but that's impossible.
Well, tell me, darling, have you met her?
Yes, once or twice. I never thought much of her. I mean, what good woman leaves her husband, especially when there's nothing obviously intolerable about him?
So I've heard. So I have heard.
She should bear her cross, just as we women do. And Robert must not try to persuade himself that his happiness lies in defying his principles. Why, with his religious views, I've heard him say over and over again that divorce is totally inconsistent with true Christianity. If she's been able to fascinate him to that point, I'm afraid of her. But I'm just an old-fashioned lady with a lot to her mind. Have you spoken to him at all? He does respect you so. What did he say? And please, tell me you agree with me.
Yes, I've spoken to Robert. He truly loves her, Sophia. Well, let's just say he's grown accustomed to the idea of loving her anyways. I don't think he could ever brought himself to care for another woman. He never has. He's always loved her, I suppose.
And Violet Carter would have made him such a good wife. She's already so devoted to him. And the good thing about it is she's free to love him, marry him, and give him a family he so desires.
Yes, I hardly see her in the present situation. The love and admiration appears to be a bit one-sided. But if you will allow me to speak my mind without feeling offended, why not support Robert's wish to marry this girl and help him?
Help him to marry a divorcee. Then afterwards, have him running into Thomas, his best friend, and his wife's new husband? How can you calmly suggest that a mother accepts such a situation for her son?
Well, my dear, because it is the inevitable. And you might want to consider the fact that he can do much worse than marrying this gentle, lovely young woman. Are you willing to risk him conceiving a passion for someone, shall I say, less respectable?
Again, I ask, how does a respectable woman leave her husband?
It's not likely to be so unkind and harsh. Her husband is the sort of man, well, let's just say he's a weak sort of man, a lowlife and a coward. It wasn't enough that he spent all his own money. He went on to spend all hers too. And the woman has a child to care for God's sake. Can you condemn her for leaving? As a matter of fact, She didn't leave him, he left her.
Oh, what a mess.
Oh my goodness, you're a religious woman. Can't your religion soothe you?
In this instance, religion would require of me the impossible.
Come now, come now. Thomas is attempting to do the best thing for the marriage. You know what a clever, charming creature he can be when he's in his right mind. He's advised such a leave. Robert.
Hello, Mother.
Robert.
How are you? All right, Mother, I have a question to ask you. Do you still refuse your hand in our marriage?
Of course I do.
Well, Mother, in that case, don't mention it. Please don't bring it up to her.
Don't speak of it or bring it up unless she does. I won't. But I will certainly speak my mind if she does.
If she don't, you won't? Mother, please. I just don't want you to get to know her. I know you love her like I do.
Robert, I can't understand. How can you want to marry Lisette Brown? The woman still has a living husband. Isn't it your belief that divorce is a crime against Christianity?
Oh, really, Mother? That's even cruel for you to say. Mother, life is too far complex to be managed by a few formulas. And why are you so bitter anyway?
Robert, I love you.
Mr.
All I want is for you to be happy.
Oh, Mr. Prince.
Naturally, darling, you want him to be happy. But it's difficult for our heart, wearied with the weight of years, to feel the pulse of youth and sympathize, especially for you, my dear friend. As you've already convinced yourself that Robert's happiness can only be viewed one way, and you...
Look, you're all against me. Well, do as you like then, but you kill me for sure.
Oh, Mother, that's even wrong. Why would you say something like that?
Oh, come now, Robert. You know your mother is one for the dramatics.
I shall tell her exactly what I think and feel, and I hope that I can do it without offending her.
I'm sure of it, darling.
I believe I see your guest pulling into our driveway.
Show her in, please.
Mother, I'm gonna go now to give you some alone time with the set. But please be your best behavior. Mr. Prince, always a pleasure, sir.
Oh, please stay.
I thought she might prefer a one-on-one.
No, I'd much rather you stay. And then, if I want to be left alone in the room with her, I'll drop my handkerchief.
I'm sure you're going to like her very, very much.
Oh, you're all against me.
Oh, come now.
So sorry I missed you at your home. But thank you for coming to see me.
I'm sorry I wasn't there, but I wasn't expecting your visit. I'm very grateful that you allowed me to come and see you.
I believe you know Mr. Prince.
Yes, I've had the pleasure.
Please.
My niece Nellie speaks of you often to me.
Yes, we were great friends. We're still great friends. I'm very flattered that you wanted to see me.
I knew your husband quite well. He was, and I believe still is, Robert's best friend. He visited us frequently when we were in New Orleans, where you were married, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, and Robert was his best man. I thought we would visit with you later after you returned to New Orleans, but we didn't get to visit.
My apologies, Mrs. Moreau, but by the time we returned, he had lost all interest in going anywhere. But what a coincidence that we would all want to appear together again in Chicago.
Yes, a coincidence. Well, that would explain then why we missed him.
I do believe the last time we saw each other was at the theater. Madame Butterfly, I believe.
Yes, I remember quite fondly. Mrs. Moreau, please forgive me if what I'm about to say offends you, but I don't know how to keep this inside. I came here today because Robert said that you wanted to see me. It's quite difficult for me to be here, but I'm glad you wanted to see me.
Oh, there, my child. I can assure you. Let me get that for you. My, look at the time. 5 o'clock already. See, I've enjoyed your presence so much, I've lost track of time. But I must be going.
Well, when I do to enjoy your company as well. Please don't wait too long to visit again.
I won't. Miss Seth, it was most certainly a pleasure. Until we meet again.
Yes, likewise, friends.
Now, hear me for a moment, child. Please believe me when I tell you how I sympathize with your current situation. But I love my son. He's the only one that I have left in the world, and I know him like I know my own soul. He's a very proud man. Oh, I don't mean of his position and money, but of his high ideals, his purity. It may sound strange to you, but you must believe me when I tell you that at heart, he is as pure as a young girl.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
He's never loved a woman before. You're his very first. And I'm sure you know how quickly first loves can disappear. Oh, I don't mean to sound rude. Maybe I'm just a little jealous. That's something that we mothers go through when our sons become men. You'll understand someday. Your son's still a baby. You don't know or feel what a mother feels when that time comes upon you. I was ready to give him up, though. But I had wanted his wife to be as pure as himself.
And am I not?
A virgin? Oh, forgive me, my dear. I realize this current state of affairs is not your fault, and I know that you've been most unhappy. But I know my son, and I know that he will bear anything. He will bear it without saying a word. But his hurt pride will suffer and bring you infinite remorse. You certainly don't want to cripple him. As a matter of fact, you must know how he has always felt that the bond of marriage is unbreakable. And it's always been his desire to attach himself to someone who he could be sure was, well,
Mrs. Monroe, I am well aware of his thoughts and feelings. I assure you that I am not trying to dismantle his beliefs.
listen, my dear. You are a good woman, and a wise woman too, at least I presume that you are. If you love him like you say you do, you must desire his happiness more than you desire your own. If you don't, you'll be sorry. And he will never say a word.
Mrs. Monroe, I've thought about this so much, and I've talked to him about it. But what am I supposed to do when he tells me that he can't live without me? Just the other day I said, Robert, let's just be friends. Don't ruin yourself by trying to help me. And you know what he did? He laughed.
Of course he would. What else could he do? He'd rather die than to see you unhappy.
Mrs. Monroe, if you could persuade him not to marry me, you know he'll agree, don't you? I don't care about myself. But instead of you using your energy hating me, help me. Because at the end of the day, we both love him.
Well, I see. And I, at this moment, well, it's becoming easy to love you too. Oh, it's all so complicated. If only he'd fallen in love with you before you were married.
He said that he did, but he had to be loyal to his friend.
Loyalty has its place. But it's also heartbreaking. Let us just love each other and God will help us to find what we are seeking.
Oh, Mother, thank you. I knew you loved me just like I do.
Oh,
And now we all can be together.
well, wait a minute, son. Nothing's been decided.
Mother, just
If things had been different, surely I would be glad to have Liz as a daughter. So very glad.
Don't change. That's all I ask. Don't change.
Do you mind if I pour myself a cup of tea?
Oh, sure, help yourself. Thank you. So tell me, how's the baby doing?
She's still fussing and restless. Nothing worse than a mother trying to feed her baby while she's in despair. I mean, what kind